Hi, I'm Bekupin and you're watching Rappler. So in early 2019, which almost feels like a lifetime ago, director Antoinette Jadaone opened auditions for what was then, and kind of still is, an intriguing movie, Fangirl, which follows a fangirl who finds herself in close proximity to her idol, Paolo Avellino. I'm sure it's a fantasy all of us have wanted to fulfill in our younger days and maybe until now. So joining us today for Rappler Talk is Director Net and of course, the star of Fangirl, Charlie Dizon.
Yay! Thank you.
Hello, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us, Bea.
Okay, first of all, congrats. Fangirl will premiere at the Tokyo Film Festival end of October, tama ba? Right?
Yes, October 31st.
Okay. Siguro for people who aren't so familiar with the premise of the movie, like what's the idea behind Fangirl in the first place?
Sige, wait lang. Ayoko yung walang spoiler eh. Pero Fangirl follows the life of Jane, our fangirl. And it starts with a mall show ng
Yeah.
idol niya, si Paolo Avellino, who plays as Paolo Avellino. And so to she follows him sa isang lugar pa uwi, not knowing na hindi pala siya pa uwi. And then there she will realize a lot of things about her idol, kung siya ba talaga yung idol na kilala niya o meron pang ibang idol na nasa likod nung tao na yun.
Right. I like how nahirapan ka rin to avoid. And kasi nga, like, parang this movie nga, like, I feel like everyone, like, not everyone, but like, a lot of people know about it, but we're not really sure parang may hints lang of what it's about, or that it's not just about what you said on the surface. So,
Yeah.
I think especially because when you were casting the lead, like, you specifically were looking for an ordinary girl or quote unquote an ordinary girl. I mean, I don't think Charlie is ordinary at all, but kumbaga a fresh face. Why was that important for you?
Because Fangirl deals with fan obsession and bordering on idolatry. And so I want the audience to be when they watch the film, gusto ko mai immerse sila dun sa world na yun. And if I will cast a celebrity already for Fangirl, mawawala yung fantasy na yun eh. So gusto ko pag mapapanood nila, fresh face para mukhang fangirl talaga si Fangirl. Ayun.
For Charlie naman, like, what made you decide na or how did you find out na may open auditions pala si Director Net for the role?
Actually, late ko na po talaga nalaman na may project na Fangirl. Tapos, ayun, minessage po nila ako na mag-audition, ganyan. Tapos wala po ako idea. Ang decision ko lang po talaga doon kasi alam kong si Director Net yung magdidirect. So, doon na lang po ako nag-trust talaga. Tapos pagdating ko po doon po sinabi sa akin yung story, tapos, or in general lang naman, and yung script na i-audition. Tapos, ayun, doon ko po siya mas nagustuhan. Kaya, sobrang saya ko po nung sinabi na ako yung gaganap po.
Ano yung experience ng pag-audition? Kasi naalala ko, it escapes my mind right now, pero there was a publication that actually wrote about the experience of auditioning for the role as well. Pero ano yung experience for you when you went there to audition for the role?
Ayun, pagdating po, binigay nila yung script, and pagpasok, sabi po nila, burahin po lahat ng makeup. So medyo nakakabawas confidence po agad. Pero syempre, ayun, lakasan na lang po na loob. Tapos, pina-act out po nila yung script. And then, after, kasi yung lines, sobrang na-awkward po ako nung inarte ko. So, tawa po ako ng tawa sa harap nila after. Kaya, ayun, medyo nakakahiya. Pero okay naman po yung nangyari.
Parang yung premise nga ng movie, no? Parang feeling ko ito nga yung, I mean, kahit ako, siguro when I was a 14 or 13-year-old, parang somehow naging fantasy ko to, na like, di ba, like one day to meet your idol in the most ordinary of circumstances. But like, basically, you fulfilled that wish and you actually worked with arguably one of the biggest matinee idols in the Philippines. So, ano yun naman yung experience of working with Paolo?
Nung una po nakakahiya talaga kasi ginamit po ni Direct Antoinette yung process nung method acting sa amin. So, bawal po kaming mag-usap sa set habang nagsushoot or bawal po ako sa tent, yung mga ganong bagay. So, hindi po kami nagkikita. Parang sa eksena lang po talaga. So, sa umpisa po medyo awkward talaga. Pero nung mga tumagal na po, naging okay naman na po. Mas feeling ko mas naging, parang si Pao po kasi, he made the way na para maging komportable din ako sa kanya. Kasi nga, syempre baguhan po ako, so medyo nahihiya po talaga ako.
So, Direk, bakit important yung method acting for fangirl?
Gusto ko kasing, naniniwala kasi ako na cinema is the process. So, gusto kong dahil baguhan pa nga lang si April, dahil baguhan si Charlie, gusto kong mapagdaanan niya yung tamang proseso doon sa pelikula. So, dahil umaarte na siya dati, gusto kong mawala sa kanya na artista siya. Gusto ko maramdaman niya na dito, hindi siya artista. Isa siyang fan. Isa siyang fangirl. So, ang mangyayari kasi kapag nakikipag-usap na agad siya kay Pau at nakikihalubilo, close na sila, mawawala yung personal feeling of being a fan. Kasi nga, abot kamay na agad si Paolo. So, meron lang akong ganong pa-eme. Para lang din ma-enjoy niya, mapagdaanan niya yung tamang process. Nakasabay nung sa pelikula.
Oh yes, so kumbaga parang si Charlie went through the motions of the character in real life as well through method acting.
Yeah. Hindi ko alam kung method acting ba yun, pero basta kunyari
or being.
Kasi diba kunyari sa mga pelikula, yung artista nasa tent, nasa aircon tent, dinadala ng pagkain, ganyan, bidang-bida sila, para silang Diyos, ganyan. Sa set, ang sinabi ko, si Paolo, nasa tent siya, kasi siya yung celebrity dun sa script, dun sa pelikula, sa script at sa pelikula. Pero si Charlie, wala siyang tent. Dun lang siya, kasama namin siya. So, hindi siya paghahandaan ng pagkain, hindi siya sa aircon tent, kasi baka kasi maramdaman niya, kahit hindi niya sinasadya, na celebrity siya dito.
Right. Charlie, pwede ka magkunwaring hindi ka nakikinig, no? Pero what was it about Charlie that made you realize na siya yung fangirl, siya si fangirl for the role. She was perfect for the role.
Binigay ako ng cake. Chika! Tandaan pala sa cake. Hindi.
Anong cake yun? Yun yung follow-up question doon. Anong klaseng
Nadaan
cake?
pala sa cake. Hindi, actually, the truth is, before Charlie, exclusive. Joke lang. Then, pinost ko naman to sa Instagram ko. Pero, before Charlie, we already chose our fangirl. Pili na namin yung fangirl namin. So, nag-acting workshops na kami with Paolo, nag-character study na kami, nagsukat na kami ng damit, ganyan. Tapos, we were ready to shoot. We chose her after several auditions. So, 680 plus na girls. Oo, papuntang dar na to.
Oh my God.
Gusto ko talaga, yung parang fan talaga, ordinary girl. So, tapos nagka-problem kami sa contract nung original fan girl, and she had to back out. So, if I were younger, masistress talaga ako at sobrang magbe-breakdown ako. Pero, ewan ko, nagsusubscribe na talaga ako ngayon sa mantra na everything happens for a reason. Kaya, nung nawala si fangirl, na-stress ako ng konti, pero bumilis kami ng action. So, nag-check ulit kami doon sa mga dating nag-audition and nagpa-new audition ulit kami.
Okay. Kaya tinawagan niyo si Charlie to come to
Hindi, nagpa-call ulit kami. Nagpa-open call ulit kami. In 3 days, mag-shoot na kami. So, Thursday kami nagpa-call ng mga bagong girls. Mag-shoot na kami ng Saturday yata or Sunday, parang ganon. At hindi na namin siya pwedeng i-cancel, i-pack up, kasi nakaka-3 pack up na kami.
Oh
So,
my
nag-aano na
God.
yung budget namin. Mag-over budget na kami kung papack up na namin ulit. So, nag-audition pa kami ulit ng mga girls. Pero naalala ko, nung si April, pagpasok niya, iba kasi yung lakad ni April. Ni Charlie, sorry. Si Charlie, pagpasok niya, may ibang lakad siya, may ibang dating, hindi yung lakad, basta iba yung lakad niya. So parang pagpasok niyang ganon at nung nagsalita na siya, alam na namin na siya yung fangirl.
Right.
Pwede siya maging fangirl. Tapos, nung nag-audition na siya, nung ginawa na niya yung lines na pinagawa namin, nagtanggal na siya ng makeup, after nun, alam na namin na siya yung magiging fangirl namin. Nung umpisa, actually, nung mga shoot, first 2 days ng shoot, hindi pa ako makampante kasi naisip ko pa rin yung dating fangirl.
Yes.
Pero after nun, meron kaming mga crucial scenes na kinunan on our second day. Tapos doon ako nakampante, na sabi ko, tama, kung sinasabi man nila na everything happens for a reason, then ito yon. Na ito kasi yung tamang fangirl. Kaya nagkagulo yung dating napiling fangirl. Ayun.
Gusto ko naman yung perspective mo direct sa pag-open auditions. 600? Over 600?
680 plus. Actually, more pa yon kasi it started 2016. Meron na ako mga in-audition dati ng 2016 pa lang. Tapos nag-stop yung project.
Okay.
Kaya sobrang tagal na
open
nito.
call.
Yes. So dati, nag-audition na kami. Tapos na iba yung perspective ko. Tapos nagpa-audition na open call na talaga ako. So 680 plus siya. In 2 or 3 years na naghahanap kami ng fangirl.
Yeah. May moment ba na nagsisi ka na nagpa-open auditions ka? I mean, kasi like, kung ako rin naman, di ba, kung if I hit the age range for that and I had the opportunity to audition for that, like, I would go. Di ba? I mean, like, what was that like though? Like, going through the open auditions, like, meeting every girl who wanted a shot at the role.
Gusto ko talaga yung process na yun, na maghahanap ako ng isang fangirl talaga, na hindi talaga celebrity, na gustuhan ko yung process. In fact, nahirapan kaming mag-trim down ng, parang from from every batch, pipili kami ng 1 to 2, parang groups of 10 na auditioners. Tapos, auditionees pala. Tapos, naging 20, tas naging 10, tas naging 5, yun. Pero nag-workshop na kami kahit yung 5 girls pa lang. Pero maganda yung naging experience ko with that kasi nakikilala ko kung sino yung fangirl, kung ano yung personality ng isang fangirl. Kasi syempre, ako fangirl ako, pero hindi na ako yung fangirl na bagets ngayon. Kasi ngayon may social media na, dati yung mga pagiging fangirl natin, pupunta ka talaga dun sa meet and greet, pupunta ka sa hotel kung saan nandun yung, di ba, yung mga boy band, yun pa pala yung pero ngayon,
nanggugupit ng magazine.
Oo, di ba, lalagay sa trapper keeper, ganyan. Pero nakikilala ko, ito pala yung mga fangirls ngayon, ganito pala yung ginagawa nila. Tapos, ang nangyari, dun sa process na yon, isa dun sa mga hindi namin napili, kinuha ko siya as one of the friends of fangirl dun sa pelikula. Dahil din dun sa audition na yun. Hindi siya napili na fangirl, pero napili siya as friend of fangirl.
So, ang ganda din kasi in a way, naging research mo rin for further research for the...
Yeah.
Okay, so the movie's been in your head for several years na pala. Ano yung nag-prompt? Like, or may magic moment ba na parang gusto kong ikwento to one day or ito kailangan ko to ikwento?
Siguro dahil rin sa experience ko as a director, working with all these celebrities. And I know na yung fan culture sa atin, we idolize celebrities like they're gods and goddesses. Pero working with them behind the scenes, behind the camera, tao lang din sila. Nauutot sila, mabaho din yung utot nila, hindi mabango, magmumura sila, alam mo yun, nagyosi sila, umiinom sila, and I definitely so much more than that. So, nahiwagaan lang ako sa ganong kind ng duality ng isang celebrity. At feeling ko minsan, naguguluhan din yung celebrity sa sarili nila kapag nasa isang sitwasyon sila. Kung sila ba yung celebrity or sila ba yung totoong tao. na nandun sa sitwasyon na yun. Gusto kong paglaruan yung ganong kahiwagaan.
Right, right. So it's not so much just like a meet cute love story, whatever, but also like ini-explore mo yung celebrity culture in the Philippines.
Yes.
Celebrity and fan. Celebrity
and fan culture, true.
Right. So for Charlie, like, anong pinaka, I don't know, biggest or most important thing that you've learned? Because I mean, hindi ka naman baguhan sa entertainment industry, but like, you know, I mean, I feel like the hype of this movie before the cameras even started rolling, like, and also like, you know, starring alongside Paolo Avellino, like, ano yung pinaka biggest or most important things that you've learned while working on Fangirl?
Well, of course, sa acting po, ang dami kong natutunan din talaga. Kasi may acting coach din po ako noon, si Sir J. And si Direct Antoinette, silang dalawa yung talagang nag-guide sa akin sa process. And, ayun, si Pao din, ang dami din po niyang na-share. Siguro bukod po doon, mas natutunan ko din yung reality ng life talaga. Kasi, ang dami ko pong na-experience while filming Fangirl, yung location namin, yung mismong life ni Jane, yung character ko po as Fangirl. Parang namulat po yung mata ko sa ganung side ng buhay. And, at saka, yun nga po, ang biggest takeaway ko din is hindi perfect yung mga celebrity idols natin. Parang sana yung fans, yun din yung maintindihan nila na yung mga idols natin may pinagdadaanan din na problema or like kahit anong sitwasyon katulad din ng normal na tao. So, yun po yung biggest takeaway ko siguro.
Right. Yung next question ko, mahirap siya i-ask without the potential of spoilers. Pero ganito na yung premise natin. Syempre lalabas yung pagiging fangirl ko naman kay Direct Antoinette. Pero yung films mo kasi, I don't know kung sinasadya mo siya, kung sinasadya mo ba siya or parang subconscious mo na lang din. Like, I noticed that most, if not all of them, always tackle the reality of being a woman in Philippine society. Diba parang, epiphany ko to last night na parang even if it's a love story, at the end of the day, I think ultimately it's about the female character. Baka mali ako dun. But anyway, given that, you know, parang ito yung history mo as a filmmaker, like, without spoilers, obviously, because look forward to finally understanding what Fangirl is all about. So, what do you want to say about, you know, being a woman, being a girl, through the movie?
Ang difference nito sa mga dati kong pelikula ay she's a girl wanting to be a woman. So, yung mga dating pelikula ko na ang bida, babae, na 20s or 30s, ganyan. Pero si Fangirl, hindi pa, bata pa siya. Bata pa si Fangirl. Na, hindi naman sa batang-bata, pero sa mata niya, hindi na siya bata. And gusto kong, di ba sabi nila, it takes a village to raise a child. And gusto kong mapakita dito sa Fangirl na sa panahon ngayon, it takes more than that. It takes a country, a whole society to raise a girl in this
Society.
In this sexist, misogynist country. So medyo mahirap siya. We all parang ang dali kasing sabihin na woman power, feminism, pero as women also, as a country, as a people, do we think we should really think about the kind of country, the kind of community, the kind of environment kung saan lumalaki itong mga batang babae na to. And do we think na safe yung environment natin for them to grow up to be the strong, independent women that we want them to be. So it's not just a small group of people pushing one girl to be a strong, independent woman or a group of women doing that. It really takes the whole village, the whole country to do that.
Right.
Ayun.
Right. kahit na wala yung ni-reveal at all na further plot twist, naliga ako lalo sa movie. So, it will premiere at the Tokyo Film Festival end of October, but wala pang plans for, or wala pang concrete plans for a
Wala
Philippine
pang
release,
concrete.
right?
Yes. Wala pang
Okay.
concrete plans for a Philippine release, but there will be, I'm not sure if Tokyo will have online screenings of Fangirl, but the
Oh,
festival will run October 31 to November 8. And then we're going to have another festival by the end of the year na yun. Hopefully, there will be online screenings so we can also watch it kahit wala tayo sa Japan and wala tayo sa dun sa kung saan yung next festival.
at
Yun.
mukhang malayo pa bago magbukas ng
Oo nga
normal
eh. Wala pa kasing sinihan eh. So,
cinema sa
mahirap rin.
Philippines.
True.
Okay, siguro to close our quick session at bago tayo i-curse ulit ng technology today. Like again, without giving out any spoilers, I think the major draw of this movie, for me lang ha, parang on the surface, it seems like, oh my God, ang saya, mamimit niya yung idol niya. Pero parang, like, the way that you are talking about it now, like, it obviously will be offering so much more. So, even if wala pang sure na Philippine release date, and even if, hopefully, the festivals will be screening this online, like, why should people look forward to the eventual release of Fangirl in the Philippines?
I think because at one point in our lives, we have been a fangirl or a fanboy. And we are all guilty of putting all our idols, our heroes on a pedestal. But feeling ko the challenge is to love them despite of the flaws. And the question is, will you still love them? Will you still idolize them when you find out the real them behind the celebrity?
Right.
Ayun.
Right. Charlie?
Yes, katulad po ng sinabi ni Direct Antoinette. May naririnig na po.
Naririnig ka namin.
Okay po. Okay po. Mapapakita po kasi talaga sa movie yung totoong experience ng fan. And feeling ko madami pong makaka-relate na fangirls and fanboys. And kasi gusto ko po sana na makita din ng audience yung foreground and background ng movie talaga. Hindi lang yung mismong kami ni Pao. Kasi ang dami pong layers na ginawa din ni Direct Antoinette para mapakita talaga yung reality ng buhay. So, ayun po yung siguro dapat nilang abangan.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us on Rappler. And thank you for bearing with all the technical difficulties that we encountered.
Sorry po, thank you.
Now, our viewers might not witness everything because we will make sure to shorten it and cut that out. So thank you for joining us. Fangirl will premiere at the Tokyo Film Festival end of October. Hopefully, they'll be doing screenings so that perhaps ahead of a normal Philippine release, mapanood na rin ng Filipino fans. Thank you, the two of you, for joining us. Support Philippine cinema. Support not just but young men and women in the Philippines. Make sure that they grow up in a better country. This has been Bekopin. You're watching Rappler. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Thank you.